Hello there. My name is John Ruman, and you need to be well hydrated. If we haven't met before, I'm an international business coach and consultant with a passion for helping you live a life of mastery. And the topic that I'm actually talking about is stress. But I'm talking specific to hydration and your body and how hydration, lack thereof, or options will lead to stress or less stress. Hey, Danny. So when your body, so we'll discuss the two polarities of when it comes to hydration. So we have dehydrated, obviously. Dehydrated puts your body under a great strain. Your heart has to work harder. You, your body will experience headaches. Being dehydrated is a great strain. And if you've ever had great levels of dehydration, you've experienced how awful that is feels in your body. And the statistic, I'm not 100% sure the numbers, but I believe it's 3 days with no water before you will pass away. So it's that critical to our body. But very often we literally just don't get enough water. So it stresses the body. And if you're athletic, it's more important to have water nutrition. And when you have water nutrition, it's important that the nutrition that is the water is clean. And I would have you check out your local tap water if that's your current source. If you drink from bottled water or in a reverse osmosis unit or to have you, I would have you seriously consider looking at the pros and cons or look into a hard container of the 5 gallon versus the soft bottles. They're wonderful because they're beautifully portable, but there's two major bad things about them. One, there's been a lot of studies, even with a BPA free, there's still a lot of leaching that happens. And a lot of these bottles go through long transport, and people are selling alkaline water in these bottles. And the challenge with that is, and I welcome anyone to challenge me with all this. I'm very passionate about health and hydration and doing things the best possible way. I'm always learning, so I'm not right. Just telling you from what I know from someone who studies this as much as I can. So the pH of the alkaline water is obviously alkaline. That actually leaches further the chemicals, for lack of a better word, out of the bottle. So besides that, also those waters are usually purely reverse osmosis waters, which is good, but the problem is reverse osmosis. The cleaner water is what they call in the chemistry world the universal solvent. And hey, Abio, good to see you, brother. And a universal solvent means that water, the cleaner it is, the more it washes everything out, which is if you've ever used chemistry, taken chemistry, you've understood that you always wash with a solvent. So which is the water, and distilled water is super cleaning in that way. So when you drink super clean water like reverse osmosis or distilled water, it is very cleansing, but it actually acts the way it acts in your chemistry set, and then actually will pull things out that it will attach to in a cleaning, if you will. And the things it would pull out would be the um, things like calcium, magnesium, potassium, things like that. So people who drink a lot of reverse osmosis and distilled water have cavity problems, bone density challenges, because it literally leaches your body. So yes, it's clean and not ideal. But let me take it a step further. So here's the thing. You can take the same water. My water, so by the way, the ultimate is the hard bottle plastic, the 5 gallon, or a reverse osmosis unit. But didn't John say reverse osmosis leaches? Yes, it does. It does. It does. In the perfect world, you're drinking pristine spring water, and pristine spring water has a beautiful balance of things in it. A lot of these micro minerals that your body needs, and it has a lot of great things for it. Problem is there's not a lot of resources of that actually really clean, that aren't going to hurt you. And they're actually, my understanding, in Trinidad, there are a couple. So those that are watching, if you know of any natural spring places that have been tested for clean, I just don't want a spring. I want a spring that's been tested. You can drink it. So that's the ultimate because your body needs and gets a lot of minerals, and it gets them traditionally through food and through clean water. So well water is another great source, super mineral rich. We need a lot of minerals in our system. And okay, so let me go to the RO because most people don't have access to wells or to springs that are clean. If you do, go there. If you do not, what I've read through books that talk about mineralization and all that kind of stuff is you take a dropper, and give me 5 seconds, I'll grab a dropper. You take one of these guys, a dropper, and these droppers you fill, I don't know, roughly a quarter or a third with Himalayan pink salt. So Himalayan pink salt is salt from an old ocean before the ocean got dirty like it is now. Our ocean now, I don't know if you know, is filthy. Not slightly dirty, filthy. It's filled with microparticles of plastic. Obviously, general pollution is in there. Just, you don't want to be consuming that. But the ocean has, miraculous as it is, a perfect balance of micronutrients that the body actually needs. Funny. So our blood has a certain amount of sodium within it. Not the same amount of seawater. I'm not saying that at all. But the micronutrients and microminerals that are within seawater is the perfect balance for the human body. You don't believe me? Check in some books that actually study the in depth on water, and you'll be blown away by this. So that's that. And then what you do is you take this dropper bottle I was showing you, and you fill it about a third or a quarter with this pink salt, the clean Himalayan pink salt. You shake it up, and then you set it aside. In about a day, hey Cindy, it will be fully saturated, and the water within it will be salty, obviously, but it'll be pink, like a dark pink. I wish I had a dark pink. Um, so just it'll be a pink color, okay, kind of like the salt you see. And what you do is you take 1 to 2 squirts from that saturated dropper. Just squirt. You can do 1 or 2, it's fine. And what it will do is it'll not only give electrolytes, which are good because in Trinidad it's all hot and sweaty, but the most important thing, it gives all these micronutrients. So the benefit of that is your body needs these micronutrients. So now you can drink beautiful distilled RO or the hard plastic 5 gallon, which again, I've never seen any that are not actually just distilled water claiming to be something else. They those can be used to basically remineralize the water in a very healthy, well-balanced way. And the hard plastic has a much, much lower leaching than soft plastic. So try to avoid soft plastic. Again, 1, it leaches, and 2, it's not environmentally friendly. Unless you live in a location where people really are good at recycling, and I'm in Trinidad, and then unfortunately at this point that's not the case. So hard plastic is much better, and reverse osmosis is even better because there is some leaching, just less. So if you have any questions or feedback, I would love to hear it. So and let me tell you real quick how hydration leads to stress relief. So again, you're dehydrated, your body's under stress. If you're super hydrated, if you have enough electrolytes, it's okay. But if you don't have electrolytes, you're just drinking straight water without any electrolytes, it actually, because your body is an electrical system, it can actually seriously harm you and on rare occasions kill you. So it's important to be well electrolyte rich, potassium, the salts, things like that. So make sure, please, especially if you're an athlete or if you sweat, that the water you drink has electrolytes in it. I would encourage you to actually do more of a brine mix than, love it. Thank you, Danny. I would encourage you to do more of the brine mix than Gatorade or whatever. And the reason is oh, I love it. ACV. So apple cider vinegar and Himalayan pink salt. Danny Barkant is on my feed here on Instagram. So that's a great one. So he does lemon or Himalayan salt or ACV apple cider vinegar and the pink salt, Himalayan salt. And again, what that will do is, so let me tell you what's happening with that. Lemon or apple cider vinegar, and you just need about a cap, maybe 2 caps full, about one, of in an 8-ounce glass, and then half a lemon or whole lemon of lemon, and you put the apple cider vinegar. It does two things. One, lemon and apple cider vinegar are highly alkalizing for your body, and an alkaline body has a whole bunch of things that will run well for it. Primarily, you'll immediately notice you are much more energized. You'll feel more vital. Your mind will be more clear. You will also um, lose weight. There's a lot of little things that being alkaline will do to your body. Don't think it is what you're actually consuming if that is alkaline or acidic, because obviously the citric acid in lemon and I forget the name of the acid that's in apple cider vinegar, both are acidic, but when you consume them, it's the effect on the body system that's the most important. So again, going back, electrolytes are what Danny would be getting with the Himalayan pink salt. So good thing. So have your electrolytes. Be well hydrated. Don't overhydrate your body. Believe it or not, we'll let you know when it's thirsty. So you're welcome to have whatever amount of water makes you happy, but you shouldn't be feeling like you're forcing water down your throat. And one last little thing about water. You should have a nice big glass of water, cut glass or two, about half an hour before you eat, 30 minutes. And the reason for that is water is very much used in the digestive process. But, and this I may get some feedback which you may not love, but when you're actually eating, consuming quantities of liquid will reduce the effectiveness of your stomach acid and limit how well and how quickly you actually digest your food. You don't want things sitting in your stomach. You want to chew them and you want them to actually be digested quickly. So do not drink a big thing of water during your meal. Half an hour before, it actually stimulates the acids in your bodies to get them ready to be used. And then when you eat, you'll actually have much better digestion. So 30 minutes before, very, very, very healthy. And most people, the statistic I heard was they actually lose about a liter of water when they sleep. So that when you wake up, drink a glass or two, whatever is most comfortable for you, but drink it as soon as you wake up. Your body is totally parched and needs the hydration. So thank you for watching today, and I do appreciate your time. Let me tell you briefly about the stress relief workshop. So the stress relief workshop is on Sunday the 26th. That is from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. in St. Augustine. And I'll be covering a few things in that class, 3 primary things. The first being we'll be doing 2 techniques, and one of the techniques is going to help you really reduce a super, super, super high stress, 8, 9, 10 to like a 4. Very effective, very powerful. And the other one will actually put your body in what's called a rest and digest state, which I love. It's my favorite technique because it's probably the most powerful and easy technique that you can do that I've learned in all the stuff I've read. Very, very, very powerful. And then we're also going to do 2 other aspects. We're going to do a workshop of different areas of stress in your life and how you can eliminate, mitigate, or third word's not coming to you, but basically get rid of them or minimize them. And then last but not least, those who cannot say no, I'll teach you how to say no. Always helpful, right? So I'll teach you how to say no so you don't feel bad, so you don't offend people, so you don't feel like you're letting people down, all that kind of good stuff, and kind of claiming your own awesomeness because you are awesome. So Thank you for being awesome. The investment on that is 125 prepay, 175 day of. Sunday, the 26th of August, 3 p.m., 5 p.m., St. Augustine, 125 prepay, 175 pay. Thank you. I will see you there. Have an amazing rest of your night. Stay hydrated and make sure you have water half hour before meal, the second you get up, and listen to your body. If you're thirsty, drink water. And I wish you the best, and I look forward to seeing you at the Stress Workshop. Take care of yourself.